Hollywood is paying tribute to Bob Newhart after the 94-year-old icon passed away at his home Thursday following a series of short illnesses.
You know, it's okay to be sad.
The Big Bang Theory stars are reflecting on their time with the legendary actor, a.k.a. their beloved Professor Proton.
I'm not a scientist like them.
I figured that out.
I love him so much, I love him so much, I love him so much.
Kaylee Cuoco writes, he was classy, kind, generous, and absolutely hilarious every take, every time, icon forever. Johnny Galecki said in one of his last emails to me, Bob requested that I stop telling people he's a nice guy. Though I hate to disobey a hero, I must say that Bob was a wonderful man.
Just a great storyteller.
It's important you know how much you mean to us.
It was one of his final appearances on primetime TV, and after 7 nominations, the role earned him his first Emmy Award in 2013.
Bob Newhart!
It's heavier than it looks. Never got the whole one. The standing ovation, that really threw me. I wasn't prepared for that. It was emotional.
But before Bob Newhart was a primetime star, he was an Army veteran turned accountant who dreamed of becoming a comic.
What do you remember about the first time you did stand-up?
So I walked out one night, and with all the bravado I could summon up, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I had going. You know, if that didn't work, it was back to accounting.
Mrs. Harold? Yeah, I can't understand you with your mouth full.
Bob took his phone gags and his disarming deadpan delivery to CBS in 1972 on The Bob Newhart Show, where he played a psychologist in Chicago. It ran for 6 seasons at a time when there were only 3 networks.
And we used to get, like, Super Bowl numbers.
I've heard from every crackpot and loose screw in the county. Oh, your mother called.
Then, on Newhart, he owned an inn in rural Vermont and had another impressive run, 8 seasons and 184 episodes.
It sounds trite, but we were family. I discovered this unique formula, which was to get great writers and incredible cast, and then take all the credit yourself.
I mean, I belong on television. I don't really belong in movies. I tried movies, and they didn't work.
Movies did work for you.
Well, Elf worked.
I'll always be here for you.
It just makes you feel good. I got 5 grandchildren, so the first time they've ever seen me is an elf.
Bob Newhart, he was a pain in the ass, always bothering me. I just tried to take advantage of all my time with Bob. It was just, yeah, it was just great. Those guys are living history.
You're welcome, Papa.
More stars paying tribute: Elf co-star Zooey Deschanel, fellow comedy legend Carol Burnett, Jamie Lee Curtis, Conan O'Brien, and his Legally Blonde 2 co-star Reese Witherspoon, who says even his silence was funny.
Bob Newhart, he's such a national treasure.
One of the kindest actors I ever played with on television. Great comedian, man of our time.
Bob's George and Leo co-star Judd Hirsch shared a sweet story exclusively with E.T.
I remember every time we shot that show, he would come to me and say, I understand you have to catch a red eye back to New York to see your little girl. I said, yeah, whenever I can, I will. He said, you will every time. And that promise was made 22 times.
Look at her again. I had the same reaction when I first met him.
Of course, E.T. was on set of the sitcom back in 1998. The guys became in-laws when their kids got married, and yes, that's Jason Bateman as Bob's son.
The idea of Bob Newhart and Judd Hirsch handling a grandchild is, puts a smile on anybody's face.
Monday, be sure to tune in to CBS for E.T.'s primetime special, Bob Newhart, A Legacy of Laughter. We open the E.T. vault for a special tribute, including more of Bob's final interview, exclusive from his Beverly Hills home.
It's been a great life. It's just, making people laugh it's wonderful.